Hello, this is Sadie,
Benjamin,
Jordan,
Ian,
Annalie, Christine,
Michael,
Stephanie,
Alison,
Mollie,
Mel,
Anthony,
and Kim.
I'm your host, Ben Waid, and we are
Quarantine Radio.
Quarantine Radio,
Quarantine Radio,
Quarantine
Quarantine Radio 19. Cover your nose and mouth, not your ears.
You're the new nurse Dr. Gresham sent over.
Yes, Miss Hanson.
Miss Bradford, that right? Never worked in a sanitarium before, I suppose.
No, Miss Hanson. I've had only the regular training up to this point, and now I've been assigned to the sanitarium for the advanced course.
Well, we're short-handed here, as usual, and I won't have time to show you the ropes. I'll put you right to work. Go down to Mrs. Field's room and change the linens. They're in the closet. Here's your key. It's a pass key to all the doors. She may try to take it from you.
Mrs. Field? Is she an extreme case?
Yes, she gets violent occasionally. She's been here 6 months and seems to be getting worse all the time. And she doesn't like new nurses. Has an idea they want to kill her.
Then do you think it advisable that I should go?
Well, I don't like to send you, but I haven't anyone else at the moment. Don't let her get too close to you, and whatever you do, don't turn your back on her. She may explode if you do, maybe hurt you severely. You've got to be careful every second.
Are there many patients like that? How long does it take to get used to that sort of thing?
Well, Miss Bradford, that all depends on the person in question. Some people never get used to it, but people who are squeamish have no business doing mental nursing anyway. Frankly, you look to me to be more like a photographer's model than a nurse, but I suppose you never can tell. What course are you taking at the hospital?
The 4 months course.
Oh, yes. Well, you general hospital nurses have an idea that you're superior to nurses who train in specialized hospitals like this. But you'll change your mind in the next 4 months.
Yes, Miss Hanson.
Oh, one word of caution. New nurses have a tendency to treat patients by themselves. Don't do it.
I'm here to learn, Miss Hanson, not to be a nuisance.
All right. You'd better take care of Mrs. Field now. You've got the key. Don't lose it. It's the one safeguard against the patient escaping. Fasten the end of the chain to your belt and don't, under any circumstances, let it get away from your charge. Under any circumstances.
Good morning, Mrs. Field. I've come to change the linen.
New girl, go away. Go away. Get out of my room.
Now, Mrs. Field, you just stay there while I open this closet and get the linen out. Then I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to get out of bed.
You get out of my room. I know what you want to do. You want to poison me. You want to kill me. Get out.
No, Mrs. Field, I don't want to do anything of the sort. I'm here to help you. I wouldn't hurt you for the world.
You will. You will. You'll try to poison me. You're going to stab me. I know what new girls are like. They all want to kill me. But I know. I'm careful of them. Now get out. Get out.
I don't want to do anything like that at all. I'm a nurse. I'm here to see that you're comfortable and to help you.
No. No. They're all trying to kill me. They hate me.
Just lie still while I get the linen out of the closet. I'll be ready for you in just a moment. You just stay quiet and... Oh dear, the key's stuck in the lock. Now let me see. I can't get it out. Maybe if I...
Get out. Get out, or I'll throw you out.
Mrs. Field, if you'll just go back to bed and let me get this linen, you'll see that...
No. you leave my room. You get out of my room, or I'll throw you out. I'll throw you out myself.
I'll do nothing. Oh, oh.
Here, what's this? Let me help you up. What's happened? I'm Miss Brown.
I went to change the linen for Mrs. Field.
Miss Field? Why, they shouldn't have sent you in there. They know she doesn't like new girls. You are a new girl, aren't you? Oh, what happened?
She hit me, and then I guess I landed in the corridor. I must have fainted. Oh, my head.
You'll be all right in a minute. You're lucky. If it had been Spencer, now, she's a real terror. Boy, she gets going.
Spencer?
In the room next to Fields. She's the violent case.
My key. Where's my key? I have it right here.
You haven't lost it, have you? We'll have to search right away. If Field got that key, I better go see if she's still in her room.
No, here it is. Oh, right on the floor. Oh, thank goodness. It must have broken off the chain.
Good. Well, get a new chain as soon as you can. That's a relief. We'd have had to search for Field for miles around if she ever got her hands on it.
Well, it's safe now. I'm glad she didn't run away. She might have murdered somebody if she did.
Yes. You feel all right?
I'm all right now.
Good. I'd better get along then. You'll get used to this place. And you can thank your lucky star that it wasn't Spencer you met up with. Well, see you later.
Yes. And thank you. Thanks a lot. Still feel a little dizzy. I guess I better get some water.
Hello?
Where? Who said that?
Over here on this side. The room with the grill work.
Oh.
You were lying on the floor there a long time. That Mrs. Field, she gets awfully violent sometimes, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Did she hurt you very much?
Oh, no. I did faint for a moment, though, I guess. No, I'm all right. Nothing lost except perhaps my dignity. That got quite a jolt.
I'm glad nothing worse was hurt. You better not go in there again. She's liable to do that to new nurses.
So I gathered from her conversation and her actions. The thing that puzzles me is, when do I become an old nurse? I guess I'll just have to keep coming back willy-nilly. I'll be more careful next time, though.
Yes, you do have to be careful, especially with some of us.
Tell me, how is it that your door has only a grill work? Most of these have glass on the door.
I'm pretty quiet, you see, not like some. I never make much noise, except to talk to the voices.
Voice? Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. Rule 34, always humor the patient.
It did sound like that, didn't it? I'm sorry, but you know.
Yes, I know. But I do hear them. What's your name?
I'm Miss Bradford.
Well, Miss Bradford, what do you think of us anyway?
Think of what do you mean?
Why, of us? Of the patients here?
I don't know. I really don't. I've been here scarcely an hour as yet. But I think that as soon as I understand them a little better, I'm going to like it.
I thought you might be that kind.
Is that a particular kind? You make me feel as though I were sort of special.
It is sort of. We don't get many like that here.
Most of them are always trying to be bossy and order us around. It's just a job. They don't even try to understand.
I see. Like Miss Hanson, you mean?
That's right. Like the head nurse. You met her already, have you?
Well, yes, naturally.
Oh, I hate her. Oh, I hate her. Someday I'm going to kill her.
Now.
I do. I will.
I think maybe you'd better get some rest now. Why don't you lie down for a few minutes? All this talking has tired you out. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not tired. But it's nurses like that make me so angry. You can see what it means to have a nurse who will at least make an attempt to understand. It's a great event.
Yes, I see.
Would you come and talk to me sometimes? I would like that so much. You, leave Leonard alone. Do you hear me? Leave Leonard alone.
Miss Hanson? Who is the patient in the room across from Mrs. Field?
Which patient?
Why, she's about 23, a little taller than I am and slender. She's got a lovely, intelligent face.
Oh, that's Anita Spencer. You'll get over thinking she's lovely after she's tried to kill you once or twice.
Oh, so she's Spencer, the one Brown calls the Terror. I looked into her room. It's awfully bare. Nothing in it but the beds and the blankets. Mrs. Field's room has more in it than that.
Yes, she can't have more than that. She'd destroy anything else in a second. That's why she has a grill instead of glass on the door, too. Heaven knows what would happen to a glass door if she had one.
But she's got blankets.
Well, those blankets are indestructible.
Thank you. And Miss Hanson, who is Leonard?
Leonard? Oh, he's the man she's engaged to marry. But you needn't think romance blighted Anita's young life. Too much study did that for her.
Too much study? That seems harmless enough. She should be easily cured if that's all that's wrong with her.
Think so? I'd like to see you do it.
I wish I could. Hello, Miss Spencer. I came down to say goodnight.
You're so kind to me. Why?
I like you. If I'd known you outside, I'm sure we would have been friends. I'd like to be friends now, if you care to.
Friends? You want to be friends with me now?
Of course. Why not? You're still you, no matter how sick you are.
Yes, I suppose so, but then when the voices...
Do they come often? Do they bother you much?
No, not often. But when they do, it's like I'm outside of myself watching, and they tell me to do things, terrible things, and I do them.
Haven't you ever tried to control yourself? Tried to stop yourself from doing them?
Yes, I try sometimes, but I never can.
Well, maybe sometime you will be able to.
I hope so. I don't want to stay here forever.
I shouldn't think you would.
I'd like to go outside someday, to go out and see the trees and the fields, and to go home again. Oh, that would be nice. I'd like to go home again.
You will, I'm sure. Someday.
But I mustn't keep you here all this time. You're tired too.
No, I don't mind. I like talking to you. Sometime you must tell me about your home, what it was like, and about your family. I'd like to hear it.
Did you know that you stopped the voices then? They hushed.
all at once, they were talking to me and then they stopped. All of a sudden. That's strange. It's never happened to me before. Never.
I'm glad it did happen. Very glad. Maybe between us, we'll be able to stop the voices altogether. If you try hard, that is.
I'll try, of course, but it's very hard.
Naturally, it'll be hard. But don't you think it would be worth it?
Oh, yes.
Well, then we'll both do our best. I promise you, I'll do all I can to help you.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're wonderful, Miss Bradford. Nobody has ever tried to really help me like that before. I'm so glad you're here now in this hospital.
Yes, that's fine. Now, why don't you try to get some rest? Try it.
Oh, are you going now? Are you going to leave me now?
Do you want me to stay for a while longer?
I'd like... Would you do something for me?
Certainly.
When I was a little girl, my mother used to put me to sleep by saying a little poem from Stevenson's Child's Garden of Verses. I keep trying to remember it, but I can't somehow. In the night, it almost comes back, but not quite. Do you know it? Could you remember it? It begins like this. Up into the cherry tree. Up into the tree. Oh, and that's all I can remember.
Yes, I know it. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign lands.
That's it. That's it.
Why don't you try to memorize it now? I know. You repeat it after me as I say it. Up into the cherry tree.
Up into the cherry tree.
Who should climb but little me?
Who should climb but little me? Who should climb but little me?
Come on, Bradford. You're in for it this morning. Spencer's hair has to be combed, and you'll have to help me. We're a nurse short. Now you'll see your little protege really act up.
What's the idea, Brownie?
Why, Spencer thinks that every time we comb her hair, we cut chunks out of it, and she fights like blazes. Look, see the scar on my thumb here? That's where she bit me last time.
Gosh, I didn't think she... Well, you can't call this a dull life, can you?
I'll say you can't. Now listen to me. You must remember what I say, or you'll get into trouble. Never let a patient get hurt, or bumped, or bruised in any way. When she jumps at us, and she certainly will, try to get a hold of an arm or a leg, and never let go, no matter what the patient does to you. If you do, some of us will be killed. Understand?
But couldn't we hold a towel over her mouth so she can't bite like that?
Good Lord, no! That's cruelty to the patient. If you get bitten, you get bitten. That's all. Well, here we are.
2 nurses for one poor girl, my goodness.
Yes, but what a little girl. Good morning, Miss Spencer.
Good morning, Miss Brown.
Miss Spencer, I think you'd better have your hair combed this morning. It's getting all snarled again. Please?
No. Go away from that door.
Miss Spencer, won't you please come out quietly? You know how you hate being fastened in the chair, and we hate doing it. Ugh, please?
No.
It's no use, Jean. Come on. I'll stand in front. You stand behind me. Close behind me. And get set for that first rush. When she comes at me, grab her.
Help
me hold that leg, Bradford. I'm stronger than you.
I won't have my hair cut out. I won't! I won't!
Now, Miss Spencer, you know it's not going to hurt you. We're only going to calm it.
You will. You will. I hate you. All of you.
Here, Miss Spencer, let me put your head on my lap a minute. Maybe you'll feel better.
Thank you, Miss Bradford. Oh, thank you.
Miss Spencer?
Oh, there you are, Miss Spencer. Everything all right, Miss Brown?
Yes, Miss Hanson. It's all right now.
Fine. There's something I want to get in here. Keep away from the closet, please.
Don't touch those letters. Hanson! Oh, you sneak. Put those letters back. Put Leonard's letters back. Thief! Murderess! Put them back!
Be quiet, Miss Spencer. These letters excite you too much. You can have them back when you're better. And you needn't start one of your tantrums again. It won't help you.
Put them back. Thief! Robber! Murderess! Put back my letters! They're mine! They're mine!
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hello, listeners. The average household donates only 3.6% of their gross income to charity. At Giving Matters, we are working to change that. Imagine how much your local neighborhood would be enhanced if...
Now, come on, little lady. No one wants to hear all that depressing stuff. Hey there, I'm Big Cam. Have you noticed the void in your life? The unmistakable feeling that something just ain't right and something bringing you down? You tried to fill it with guns, drugs, and fast cars. Now try the right solution. Kittens. Come on down to Big Cam's Kitten Emporium. We have all kinds of cats here. Big kittens, little tail ones, no tail at all. Hairless, mischievous ones, little rub up on you ones, the kind that seems like they're needing bread all the time. We're practically giving them away. Now I know what you think. You're thinking, Big Cam, this feels so good, there must be a catch. Well, there is. All of the kittens here will eat. And not in a cute way. We're talking about full-on exorcist type stuff. They're holding me as hostage as we speak. One of them has a gun pressed against my nether regions. They've all got to go. So, come on down to Big Cam's Kitten Emporium. Let us introduce the kitten that's right for you.
Welcome back. And now back to the show.
Miss Spencer, I got your letters back for you. I took them from Miss Hanson. I've got them. I've got the letters.
Oh, my letters? Thank you. Thank you.
No one must know I took them. If it's discovered, I'll be expelled and the letters will be taken away from you again. Miss Hanson really believes they do you harm, you see, and she honestly wants you to get well. They must be hidden somewhere. Now, will you promise never to tell?
Yes, I promise.
Good. Now, the trouble is there's no place in your room where they can be hidden except in your closet, and that's locked to you. Have you a suitcase here?
Yes, I have.
Good. I'll put them there if you're willing. You won't be able to get at them, of course, but they'll be in your room. They'll be yours again. And as soon as you get better, your closet door will be left unlocked again. All right?
Yes. Can I have them now?
Here they are. You read them, then we'll consider the closet. I'll wait. Just a second. I'll open the door.
Why did you lock the door? Don't you trust me?
What? My dear, think of what would happen if the night nurse came down and found me talking to you with the door unlocked.
Yes. Yes, that's true. I'd lose you then, wouldn't I? I'm glad you thought of that.
All right now?
All right.
You know, don't you, that I'm absolutely alone down here? And no one could possibly hear if I called. The night nurse is in the upper hall now.
Yes, I know. Oh, please don't be afraid. I won't touch you.
I'm not afraid. I'm just telling you the situation.
Would you? Would you like to read my letters? They're from Leonard.
No, Miss Spencer. They're your letters. They're not my business.
But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. Aren't we friends?
Yes, we are. Perhaps I'll read them some other time, dear. Sometime when we can both have lots of leisure and we'll read them together. Now, I'll put them away.
The suitcase is in the back, in the corner.
I've got it. Oh, you startled me. Coming up behind me like that. I thought you were over in the corner. Is there a pocket anywhere in this that will be safe?
Yes. Right there on the left.
There. It's done. No one will ever find it there.
Miss Bradford, please hurry. Get out the door. Please. Hurry. Hurry.
All right.
Please. Please.
Good night, Miss Spencer.
Come in. Oh, it's you, Miss Bradford. Come in, sit down.
Dr. Gresham, could I speak to you for a minute?
Why, certainly. What's troubling you?
Well, nothing's the trouble exactly. It's just, well, I wanted to ask your advice. It's about one of the patients in the sanitarium. I'd like to know what you think about the case.
Suppose you tell me about it.
Her name's Spencer, Anita Spencer.
Oh, yes, I've heard something about her from Mrs. HANSON. It's really very sad.
Then you do know something about her. Well, the thing I've come to ask is this. Has she any chance of getting well?
The doctors couldn't say whether she'd recover or not.
That's not much help, is it? Had they any suggestions, any at all?
In their report, they stated that if she were to show any definite signs of self-control, she might be said to have a chance for recovery. But as things are...
I see. Signs of self-control. In other words, if she were to overcome one of her spells. Is that it?
That's it. Or if she were, for instance, in a position to act up and didn't.
And is there anything I can do to help her?
Nothing. Okay, nothing except to watch her and to make the most of any opportunity that offers. If there are any.
I see. But if she does show that self-control at any time?
Then she would be well on her way to recovery and sanity.
Miss Bradford, you'll have to help me get the patients up from the baths. All the other nurses are in class except Miss Brown, and she's not feeling well. We're the only two out.
Just the two of us, Miss Hanson?
That's right, and heaven knows what that Spencer girl is liable to do at a time like this. She hates getting into the baths, but she hates coming out just as much, if not more.
But Mrs. Field is in there too now. Isn't she just as bad as Miss Spencer?
Yes, she is, but unfortunately, Mrs. Field is afraid of me, and Miss Spencer...
Miss Spencer hates you.
Precisely. Come on.
Yes, Miss Hanson.
I never could understand that, why she hated me, so much more than any of the other nurses, I mean. With most of them, it's just an impersonal hatred of all of us. Miss Spencer's is completely personal.
Yes. Here it is. Just a moment, I'll open the door. No wonder these baths quiet the patients. I'd almost like to play in them myself.
Don't talk foolishly, Miss Bradford.
Sorry.
Mrs. Field! Come on, Mrs. Field, you'll have to get out of there. It's supper time. Don't keep me waiting, Mrs. Field. Hurry or you'll miss supper entirely.
No, not coming.
Will you come out, or do I have to come over there and drag you out? Very well, I'm coming over there myself. Now will you...
Mrs. Field, don't do that! Look out! This is
Stop it!
Mrs. Field, be quiet! Okay.
No! My hip! My hip!
I'm sorry, Miss Wilson. Just as soon as I tie her with this apron.
No! You!
Quick! Miss Hanson, help me! Miss Hanson, you have to help me! This apron won't hold! Come on!
I can't! I can't! She's broken my hip! Oh, we'll be killed! We'll both be killed! Oh, look out! Spencer's behind you! Look out!
Miss Spencer? Miss Spencer?
Yes, Miss Bradford?
Miss Spencer, will you help me?
Yes. What do you want me to do?
Here. Take my key. Get some sheets and a blanket from the living closet. Quick!
Yes, Miss Bradford.
Oh, you fool! What have you done? She'll never come back! She'll never come back! This is the chance she's been waiting for!
No, Miss Hanson. This is the chance I've been waiting for. Where is she? I can't hold Mrs. Field much longer.
I told you! Oh, you'll be fired for this. You'll never get another job in a hospital. Of course she'll run away. She'll escape now that she has the chance.
She's going to come back. I know she will.
By this time, she's probably out of the place altogether. And you are responsible. You, with your stupid soft-heartedness. You're responsible for loosening a murderess on the community.
She's not a murderess, Miss Hanson. You treated her like an animal. But if you treated her like a human being instead, she would have been out of here long ago.
The way she's gone out now, I suppose.
She hasn't gone out now. She'll come back. But she will be free soon. She needed this one opportunity to prove it. I've asked the doctor about her. If she lives up to it, she'll be a free woman in a short while.
Oh, she's gone. She's gone. She's run away, and you did it.
Here are the sheets, Miss Bradford.
No, Miss Spencer.
I'm sorry I took so long, but I couldn't find the linen closet at first. I've never been out before, you know.
That's all right, Miss Spencer.
You better let me hold Mrs. Fields. I'm stronger than you.
Yes, all right. Her legs are tied. Now, hold the arms. There. All right. Will you help me get Miss Hanson into a more comfortable position now, please?
Miss Hanson? Of course.
I never. I can't understand.
There. That's fine. All right, Miss Spencer. And thank you very much. I think you'd better go back to your room now.
Yes, Miss Bradford. Oh, here's your pass key, Miss Bradford. I think you forgot it. And you wouldn't be able to get out of the building without it, would you?
Thank you for listening to this week's presentation of The Key, starring Mollie Kalaycio, Mel Hatch Douglas, Alison Gray, Sadie Portman, LaJuan Foust, Ian Hefele, and Christine Zavakos. Directed by Benjamin John Gates and Kimberly Weston. I'm your host, Benjamin Waid. No kins were harmed in the making of this show. Meow.